let's see how we can chain those commands together. In order to do that, we'll have to learn a couple of new concepts. So far, we've learned how to display files' contents and how to filter those displays. We know how to do this one command at a time. This video will teach you how to combine multiple command lines, what we call chain commands. You've probably noticed that everything is displayed on the standard output, meaning it is displayed on your screen. Let's use one of our previous examples. If we do a cat on our file, its content will be displayed on our screen. But there's another behavior with those command lines. The no file behavior. Trying cat on its own, there's no error message. It's waiting for your instructions. It's waiting for you to type some sort of replacement for the missing file. So if I type bonjour, as soon as I press enter, it'll display bonjour. Basically, everything it reads on the standard input will be redisplayed on the standard output, aka on screen. Type Ctrl and D to exit this mode. So far, it isn't all that interesting or exciting, but soon we'll see how to redirect those standard inputs and outputs, which will allow you to chain commands. Using a previous example, echo bonjour, it simply displays bonjour on screen. If I want to display it in a file instead, I'd have to redirect the standard output to a file. To redirect standard output to a file, we need to use the greater than sign. Greater than means instead of displaying on screen, display it into the specific file. That file has to be specified after the greater than character. So if I do echo bonjour greater output, nothing's going to happen on screen. However, you'll notice an output file has been created. And if we do a cat on this file, bonjour will be displayed on screen. Therefore, our redirection was a success. However, if I try a second time and a third and a fourth and then do a cat again, there's still only one bonjour in my output file. Why? Because every time we redirect the same thing with one greater than character, it erases the selected file's content and replaces it with the output. If we wanted to add things to our file instead of replacing it, we need to use two greater than characters which will add content on a new line. Give it a try. Echo bonjour to greater than output. See? First line equals bonjour, second line equals bonjour to. So those were output redirections. Let's now check out input redirections. By default, standard input gets its content from the keyboard. But like standard output, it can be redirected. To redirect standard input from a file, the less than character is used. The syntax cat less than file.txt is similar to cat file.txt. The only thing it changes is the process, which is invisible. With cat file.txt, it will open the file. With cat less than file.txt, it will keep on reading on the standard input, except that we tricked it into believing file.txt is the standard input. What else can you do with redirections? So instead of displaying things on the standard output, you'll be able to redirect it towards somewhere else, or something else. For example, redirect the output of the command cat to the input of other commands. That's where the pipe symbol kicks in. So if we do cat file.txt pipe grep Matteo, it'll only display lines with Matteo. So what happened? Instead of writing on the standard output, cat will write in the pipe. And grep will read in the pipe instead of in the standard input. So it's like cat wrote directly in grep's standard input. So grep, instead of coming from a file, will come from cat's result instead. You can chain as many pipes as you want. So if you want to read just one line, all you have to do is this, see on screen. So grep standard output, what we had here, goes through the pipe, which will select the first line. And we have our result in here. Those pipes will be extremely useful during your life as a developer. They'll allow you to build complex command lines out of short and simple commands, that will do exactly what you want. That's why we're going to make you practice those a lot today.